Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Van Dijk making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Looking for options for movement. Chance to do... There's the header! And here's Van Basten. He came in hard, very hard, and that has left him in a heap. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, that's a waste.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Now he's off and running. Referee's given a throw. Another throw in. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Hullet, played out wide. Otto. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. That was travelling. Costa Curta calmly anticipates.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He gets big! Goal! Cruzeiro! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's a key interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. A lot of space ahead of him. Gets his head on it! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
Oh, what a... Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Played into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he finish? They've scored! Right back in the game! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Kukçu. Oh, good spread. Costa Curta makes the interception. Not the most accurate pass. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Keeper's dealt with that. He's having a shot! Oh, didn't catch it right.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's a cute ball. And this is Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pullet. That's a good ball out wide. Otto, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Mbappe, played into the box, and it's claimed by the keeper.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And smartly reclaimed. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space here. And this is... He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he is going into that little black book.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
To square things up. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Cruyff. Real chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Cruyff just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Gattuso, and it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Kukçu proves too strong. Mbappe, lovely pass, but can he get there? And there's the end of the first half. Cruzeiro are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Milan kick off the second half. And the ball's gone astray. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Milan can't breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
McTominay. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's picked it up out wide. Has a look and place it forward. Can he spark a counter here? Pinches it off him. João Neves. Oh, it's come loose. Rui Costa. Gattuso. Knocks it into space. And that's a chance! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
Cruzeiro can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 13, camisa 9, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 23.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Osimhen. Cruzeiro finding their passes. And he's there to belt it away. Tries to play it through. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 22. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 21. Substituição.
Cleared away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Olise. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. And that's a good ball. And a chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Puskás now looking to orchestrate a counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he welcomes it in. He's got full.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's tried one! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Costa Curta. Well read, nice interception. Probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Olise. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Cruzeiro are looking desperate here, short on time and options. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Muscular approach does pay off here. Gabriel Jesus. Can he get on the end of this? That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Danger averted for now.
Cruzeiro really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Jesus. Olise absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see...
Shot a goal! Off the post! And he's had a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Cruzeiro illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's...
Oh, shooting chance! And the ball is out of play. Chiesa charging forward, the ball at his feet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Foot in. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has not gone well. He can run onto that. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Chiesa. Knocks it into space. And that's an excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Now it's Mbappe. No, he's just misjudged that one. João Neves. Gets a good foot in there. Camavinga. Oh, good spread. Now it's Chiesa. Oh, played right into his path. Gets his head on it! Goal! Cruzeiro! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Played out to the right. Now it's Chiesa.
Oh, really well played.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chiesa. Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tries to play it through. Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's a key interception. Fernandes. Looking to play him in. Always onto this. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chiesa going full tilt down the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Mbappe! He's got away! Mbappe!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
He's in a great position here, and he was quick to react. Cruzeiro are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Look at the space, big chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Great vision. That looks a good ball through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Cruzeiro have really been terrific at...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Have to look back on the first 45 minutes.
Cruzeiro really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Cruzeiro go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substituição.
Here we go again. Cruzeiro carrying a one-goal lead. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Chiesa. Good ball, good take. McTominay is flagged offside. And it's made its way to him. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up and the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Out to the right. Cherki.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No, that's been intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Teremos uma substituição.
Oh, this looks sharp. He's looking wide. And that's another good win of the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, sweet feet. Danielson. Kokchu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now that's well seen too. Can he get on the end of this? Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now this could be a chance. And here's Højlund. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Keeper has taken decisive action. Danielson!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
Hoyland is offering a right smile there.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for us. He's got tall. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. Messi! Denilson. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Cherki. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! They've scored! Do not write them off! Back they come! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it rattles the bar!
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 22. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 17.
Cruzeiro making another change here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He could be in here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Cruzeiro needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
A header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
It's their second corner of the game. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Takes a shot! Corinthians get their fourth corner. Oh, should have put that away. Cherki given the lift of his goal. And it's Fernandez. Fernandez looking for the run. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nice interception, well timed.
5 minutos de acréscimo.
Valverde. Played into space. That is good alertness. Has a look and plays it forward. Over to the left. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception. Valverde. Oh, good ball. And the shot! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Cruzeiro, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Cruzeiro. And that will be it. Cruzeiro have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the stand.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the finish! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Cruzeiro are already chasing the game. They didn't even... Kaku! Now, who's going to be first to this? Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Roberto Carlos. And he's there to retrieve it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an...
Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cruzeiro with the corner, there first. Can he finish? And he hits the net. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that is out. Goes for a shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! And they get themselves in front! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Cruzeiro take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi, and they can counter here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball, and he's in here. He's found a way through. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Up he goes! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So all square, and not for the first time. Shot a goal! Goal! Cruzeiro! And the comeback is complete. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some...
Shoots! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Tries to pass it through. A pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. All perfectly measured, that. Chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's clever. Decent chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Kukçu. And it's Neves. Xabi Alonso. It's Alonso! Goal! Cruzeiro! And they're back in front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Cruzeiro go into the lead. Puskás is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Good Puskás! That was superb goalkeeping.
Puskás really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Adams with the clearance. Puskás looking for the run. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And there is the half-time whistle. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Senhoras e senhores, colaborem com o nosso fundo de reforma do estádio.
Here we go again then.
Cruzeiro can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the ball's gone astray. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. That is a crunching tackle. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicely weighted ball. Adams gets across to intercept that. Puskás. Distributed tidily. Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular...
And this is Puskás. Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Camisa 22. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 8. Substituição.
Oh, that's a waste. Roberto Baggio. Can he get it through? He's picked his way through. Cross from Cafu. He rises! Harmlessly behind. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Casemiro. And Dijk with a definite foul there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. That is a more than decent save from the goalkeeper. Cruzeiro have their second corner now. Haaland! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Cruzeiro perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nuno Mendes. Cruzeiro finding their passes. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Cruzeiro have their third corner. Bellingham. And he's whipped it across. Punched away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's put paid to a promising move. Batasagi gets a foot in here. Mbappe! Pinches it off him. He's having a shot! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The ball is on the spot, here we go. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So is this the start of a comeback? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Probing pass. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Camisa 23. Camisa 21.
Adams.
Camisa 24. Substituição em andamento.
Messi. Cafu. Chooses to go cross-field. Now that's well seen too. Nuno Mendes. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Casemiro. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Baggio gets into a good position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Roberto Carlos, and he was quick to react. As he cuts out the supply. 5 minutes to add. Nuno Mendes. Roberto Carlos. Tomori makes the interception. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super find. Now it's Puskás. Puskás with the cross, horrific header! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Cruzeiro can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're underway. Messi reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Played back in. That's good running with the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, now. Mbappe! Off the post! Oh, it's played in. And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. Buffon claims comfortably. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Good ball, good take. Now that's a fine challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nedved. João Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, it gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. It's a searching pass. Threads one in. Oh, that was vital. It's just beyond his reach. Ronaldinho. No way he was going to let him past. Now it's Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kupchu. And this is Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Throw it. And here's Kupchu.
Oh, really well played.
And that's aimed into the middle. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely worked. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. And it's Nedved. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Now it's Mbappe. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Out to the right. That's an imaginative pass. Floated through. Buffon gets it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. He's having a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
McTominay gets over and intercepts.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nedved looking to play him in. Ronaldinho. Bale. It's a mighty effort! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying it.
And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
And here's Hullet. Messi. He's picked his way through.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Kupchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Mbappe, and he's had a hit! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Cruzeiro can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bartasaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Mbappe. Always onto this. And pull it! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, smashing header. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. And he can clear it away. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. Hullet. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And they win it back again. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Back into the middle. Has crossed into the middle. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. And it's Kukçu. Here's a real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then.
Cruzeiro really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
João Neves. Well, played right into his path. Face to face with the keeper. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! He has done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. He was made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Camisa 7 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Great chance! Messi. Bale. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Corinthians! And they get themselves in front!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Corinthians get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Cafu gets it clear. Oh no, this does not look good. Played in. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Bullish header! And it's hit the woodwork and out. He's got a goal. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Bullets! Vieira. Chiesa. And it's Fernandez. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And that pass just didn't quite work. 4 extra minutes added on. Searching pass he's played there. Now that's well seen too. And here's Jesus.
Oh, great feat that.
He's found a way through. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Not the most accurate pass. And that's that. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. There is the lithe figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between...
Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Internacional are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That is a brilliant interception. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Mbappe threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Cruzeiro leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That is good alertness. And it's Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. And they can counter here. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. First quarter of an hour gone. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ed Nielsen. Defending was strong and firm. Kukçu. Messi.
Such good technique.
This looks promising. Now it's Messi. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kukçu. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Messi. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. The ball has bounced loose now. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. And it's Messi. Oh, played through for the wide man. And he's intervened well there. And here's Messi. Great vision. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Always onto this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi. Pass somewhat off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's a key interception. No, that's been intercepted. João Neves. He's picked his way through. Van Balten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Knocks it into space. And that is as far as they're going to go.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. Edmilson. Messi.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Van Balten kept his eye on it, and he's there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi. Stoichkov. Mbappe. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pinches it off him. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Cruzeiro are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substituição no time do Internacional. Camisa 42. Camisa 11.
So off we go once more.
Camisa 14.
Cruzeiro carrying a one-goal lead. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. Luis Suarez! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
McTominay. Now João Neves. Now that's well seen too. Tries to play it through. He's through here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. João Neves. Now it's Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, it's... And a chance! There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And now he has two. Cruzeiro take the lead. It's a sharp pass. Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Público presente na
Oh,
partida
great
de
effort,
hoje.
but he's produced a save to match.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Internacional with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Internacional really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Luis Suarez. And that's going up front in a hurry. Now it's Luis Suarez. Deftly out wide. Messi is herring after that one. Van Bauten calmly anticipates. Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary, and that could set him on his way. Cruzeiro can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Long ball looking to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Cross flung in towards the middle. Defending, tries a shot! And it's in! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now this could be a chance. João Neves. 75 minutes played. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a throw.
Substituição.
And it's De Bruyne. Valverde. Luis Suarez. Now it's Ronaldinho. Chiesa. Oh, that's well spotted. Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, great feat, that.
Shot at goal! Sticks it away! Internacional have reclaimed it. Valverde, foot in. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Ronaldinho. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! Oh, taken with style! And what a climax we have here! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Internacional give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried. It's a quick one. And he's chosen to go back. Ambitious ball here. And the ball is out of play.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Internacional with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Desperate defending required here. That's the keeper's ball. Over to the left. Gabriel Jesus. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Cruzeiro clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.